Taurus, what's going on with you? It's your girl D here, and we got your Pisces reading, okay, for the sign of Pisces. Well, not for the sign of Pisces, but the season of Pisces. It's Pisces season now, so we want to make sure we shout out our favorite Pisces or all of the Pisces that we love. Say happy birthday to them, and you want to celebrate Pisces. I believe that's in your 11th house. Okay, so that's your house of your associations, your friends, your friend groups, your affiliations, anything that you're a member or a group of or a collective of, your community, what have you. All right, so I pulled, what happened was all these cards are out because these are all the cards that I use for this reading. Um, I started the reading and got to the end and realized that I got through the whole reading and it hadn't recorded. Um, I felt that instead of me taking the cards and just shuffling and starting over, I was supposed to leave the cards out. Normally, when I do this reading, I put out 9 cards and then I add the rest as we go. But I was instructed to just leave these cards and just pick up and just start from the beginning. So that's what I'm going to do. So this column represents your personal thoughts. This column represents career, money, and finance. And this column represents your love life, family life, and social life. So we're going to start off with our basic cards for each section. And then we'll get the clarifiers out because these are just clarifiers. Okay. So when it comes to your personal thoughts, Taurus, the current situation here is a fork in the road. There could be a decision that needs to be made. We're looking at number 13. Okay. The challenge with this fork in the road or decision is that there's a challenge here of being grateful. Okay, so being thankful, appreciative, or blessed. So there's a issue about that. There's mixed emotions about that. And a perspective you may want to take into consideration in reference to this situation is to look at the opportunities with the sextile energy. Sextiles are a particular distance between planets in your chart. I believe it's 60 degrees is a sextile. Yeah, I believe it's 60 degrees is a sextile. But what it is the planets that are 60 degrees apart from each other, they can be used to work together. The energies of each planet can be used and combined together to form, a cohesive unit to help you to resolve whatever concern or issue you have in those areas. So when you're at a crossroad here, there's a problem with feeling grateful. So what we're looking at here with the crossroads is an energy of the sweetheart energy. So there could be that someone is pregnant. Okay, somebody may want you to be in a relationship with them and you're debating on if you want to do that. Perhaps you find out that you are pregnant and you're debating on if you want to have a child or another child. Okay. The thing is that you don't want to seem, for some of you, you're debating on if you want to have a child or if you don't. Um, and you're concerned about that because you don't want to seem ungrateful. Taurus, you're very earthy, mother earthy type nature, and you don't want to, you don't want to be in bad, terms with the universe. So you don't want to appear as if you're not grateful and that you're not appreciative that you're able to, bring life into the world. But there's some concern here. So what I'm showing here is the concern for being grateful is there's a double tap pink energy here. Let's see what that means. That showed up in Aries' reading or Pisces' reading. I think it was Pisces. Okay, and this is the second time I pulled that card since I've had this deck. So it's a color, and colors represent moods. So double tap energy here. I could find it. I know I'm taking forever, and I'm really sorry. It talks about approving something, confirming something, solidifying something. So someone can't confirm or prove if or confirm if someone is grateful. It's like, look, I had these children for you and you act as if, you're not grateful. I've done my part, so now I want to do what it is that I want to do, right? Or maybe this is your plea to the universe. Look, I took care of my children, I raised them, and now I want to do what it is that I want to do. Okay. So what we have clarifying that is the 3 of cup energy. So yeah, it's like celebration. So maybe you're celebrating your children at a crossroads now. Maybe they're going from preschool to into grade school. Maybe they're going from junior high into high school. Maybe they're going from high school, getting ready to go into college. It's like you're at a milestone. For some of you, your child is 13. Okay. So you could be a 13-year-old girl or 13-year-old boy celebrating for a mitzvah or something like that. But it's like maybe it's if you need confirmation or proof of something, maybe you're waiting on someone's grades or confirmation that you passed something or confirmation that you are pregnant, and then you'll celebrate with the Three of Cup energy. So with the sweetheart energy, we also have these Nine of Swords that came out in reverse. So this is all about having confirmation, having proof, knowing for sure, and not being worried anymore. Okay, this talks about recovering. So there could have been a surgery also that someone may have had, or it could have been a surgery. Maybe a child at the age of 13 had a surgery or has to have a particular surgery. Okay, that could be, I don't know if somebody's, wow, I just got circumcision. Okay, I don't know, that has to do with some customs. Maybe at the age 13, someone has something done. Okay, so we could be picking up on other countries that have other, at the age of 13, there are things that they have for rites of passage and things like that. I'm picking that up heavily, rites of passage, okay, especially for someone at age 13. But I feel like with the Chariot energy clarifying this double tap energy, the Chariot in reverse and the Nine of Cups, this is an energy of someone celebrating family, or it's like I did my duty, I had my family, now I want to do what it is that I want to do with the Ace of Wands. So somebody's kid is growing up. Maybe your kids are all out the house right now, Taurus, or, maybe you feel like, okay, I've gotten from one stage, now it's time for me to get to the next one, and I did what I was supposed to do. So this could be what's going on in your personal private thoughts. Okay, if it's not about a child, it could be about an idea, launching an idea. Maybe you have an anniversary that you're celebrating. Okay, that could be the case as well. So it could be a combination of all of these things here. But I feel like for some of you, maybe you're deciding that you, okay, you want to have a child or you don't want to have a child. Maybe you want to have another one or you don't want to have another one. Or you're like, you know what? I did have my kids. I raised them. I don't want to start all over again. Because some of you may be a little bit up in age. Okay. Maybe you have a child, an adult child who's pregnant. And maybe, you're grateful because maybe you're a grandparent now. That could be the case. Okay. But I do get that there's some celebratory energy here, but somebody's keeping something a secret until they get confirmation. Maybe someone graduated. Okay, your kids graduated from school from their age 13. So now they're going into high school. So now you're just waiting on a report card, right? All right, so that's some of what I'm getting there. So I do wish you the best in that section. So Taurus, we're going to now move on to your career, money, and finance. All right, and these are the middle cards here. So what we're looking at for that is not for you as the current situation for career, money, and finance. The challenge here, or the mixed emotions behind it not being for you, is you feeling unfulfilled. Okay? A possible solution or perspective you may want to take in reference to resolving the unfulfilled energy is tapping into the square energy. Squares are an aspect in astrology that represent a challenge between two planets. I believe the 90-degree angle is where it's a square. And that means that the energy between the planets are opposing one another. Okay, doesn't necessarily mean it's all bad, but it means that you really are going to have to look at where the hiccups are and try to work on them. So it could be easier said than done here. So for some of you, you may have taken on a job or taken on some type of financial risk or financial responsibility. Okay, because we're dealing with career, money, and finance here, where you thought things were going to work out, but it's just not turning out the way you thought. Okay, you're realizing it's not for you. It's not a fulfilling job. It's not a fulfilling project. There's more challenges than you thought there would be. This is not, what you planned or what you expected. Yeah, you're overloaded here with the not for you energy. It's like way too much work. Or for some of you, you could be in an environment here where the knowledge base that is needed to do this job, you may not have it. So it may take you some time to build up. Maybe you need to do some studying. Okay, maybe that's what's going on here. But the challenge with the unfulfilled energy is the anteater energy. The anteater is an animal. So that's about your primal instinct or your response to the situation, your natural response to it. without logic here is what I'm getting. So with the anteater, we're talking about opportunity, crafty, greedy. So maybe you took on this project here thinking that, okay, I'll do it, I'll take it, I can handle it. Maybe it was a situation here where you have like someone who is a stay at home. Okay, maybe you have a woman who is married, and not only is she married, she has children. Not only does she have children, she works full time. Oh my God, I have to. I'm saying I have to give it to y'all because y'all are really. That's a lot. Okay, being married, raising children, and being fully responsible for everything, especially if you're not getting any help from your partner. Okay. That's a lot to deal with. And so for some of you, maybe you wanted a promotion at the job or you wanted to take on an additional responsibility. It could have been maybe you want to work. Maybe the children are grown up now and now you decide to take on a job, but maybe, still being a parent and taking on work is overwhelming. Okay. It could be that. It could be anything that has to do with career, money, and finance, but you're overwhelmed in it. You may have taken it on. You may have bit off more than you can chew. Your belly, your eyes might have been bigger than your belly, is the old school saying. Okay. So what you may want to consider is where the challenges are. So look at where the, contingency spots are and maybe try to figure out how you can resolve them. And we have the Ace of Diamonds clarifying that. That's the Ace of Pentacles. So, this is a gift. There's a gift in you resolving these challenges here. There could be an opportunity for learning, because the Pentacles represents knowledge and learning knowledge and doing the work to get to the point where you are able to make that money. For some of you, it's like the money is great, but the work is too much. It's a lot going on, right? So it's like you have to take the good at the bad. You have to look at, where the challenges are and try to weigh the pros and cons. So with the unfulfilled energy here, we have, what was it that came out? The Lovers and the Nine of Cups. So it's like, yeah, you have to make choices. What is it that you love about it versus what you hate about it, right? And the challenge of being unfulfilled here, and maybe taking on more than you can chew. Yeah, with the Saturn energy in reverse and the Two of Pentacle energy in reverse, it's like the work never ends. You're never caught up. You always, you always have something to do. It's a lot of stress. So it's like, yeah, the challenge, there's good money here, but with the King of Swords here, it's very taxing mentally, is what I'm getting here. You may do some type of community work, or you may work with people in the community, which could be why it's so challenging. With Saturn energy in reverse and the Two of Pentacles in reverse, some of you could be working for federal government agencies and funding is being cut. It's like you love your job, you love what you're doing, but maybe they're cutting your money as far as they could be cutting your staff. You could be cutting your how much you get as far as funding is what I'm getting here. Some of you are concerned with that. You're overwhelmed because you're trying to supplement for the cuts, the budget cuts that have been going on. Okay. So I'm getting that as well. All right. So there's a couple different things going on with career, money, and finance here. But again, overwhelming energy of being overwhelmed, trying to, make ends meet, robbing Peter to pay Paul. There's budget cuts. Federal funding could be cut. Okay, is what I'm getting here. So maybe people planned, made plans in reference to what they were going to do based on having that budget money there. And now it's no longer there, or it's being removed, because I'm getting that it's being removed or cut, and it's unfulfilled here. Yeah. So it could be because of greed, how these things are, but it's definitely got a political feel to it. Okay, in reference to the funding and who gets what and how it's divided and divvied up and how the money, drips down the totem pole, things like that. Okay. So, I do wish you the best with your career, money, and finance section here, Taurus. Now we're going to go on to your family life, love life, and social life. So the current situation there is TikTok. Okay. So there's a time constraint here. Okay. Could be 30 days with the number 30 on the card. The challenge is being resilient. Okay. So maybe you're having a hard time dealing with that 30-day time frame. The universe is suggesting that you tap into the Venus energy of love, Okay. This could be about money also here. So maybe in the 30 days, with the 30-day energy, we have a clarity of good news. So there could be some good news coming in the mail in the next 30 days. The challenge is there's resistance to this. The resistance has to do with your environment, the waterfall energy. Let's see what that could be about. So good news is coming, but there's a resistance about it. Why do you have a resistance about this good news? And it has something to do with the environment that you're in. So, in reference to the environment for the waterfall, we're talking about abundant, generous, and lavish. Okay, so the universe is saying you got some money coming in, and don't be so quick to spend on a lot of things. Okay, don't be so lavish and blow it. That's the challenge. It's going to be hard for you not to do that, is what I'm getting here. But the universe wants you to take into consideration, yeah, you can do something for yourself, beautify yourself, but just don't blow it all, is what I'm getting. Um, so with the Venus energy here of love, which talks about beauty, harmony, romance, charm, we have the Seven of Swords. So if you're gonna, spend this money, on things that you want to spend it on, whatever's of, an affinity for you, like you may get some money coming in, and your partner be like, "You really spent all that on that?" I'm getting energy here of some of you are going to keep, what you're spending your money on to yourself. So your income tax could be coming in, and some of you are keeping it to yourselves. You're going to, spend it on yourselves. Something, I don't know, somebody might be getting some Botox or some type of surgical procedure, is what I'm getting. Okay, that could be what's going on. I'm getting tummy tucks for some people. All right, but people are going to be doing things to, beautify themselves in some way, shape, or form. Here is what I'm getting here. It's difficult for someone to pay for something, so they're waiting on this extra money that they're getting in the next 30 days, and that's going to help them out. Yeah, with the Queen of Wands clarifying the good news energy, I feel like this is plastic surgery or some type of cosmetic procedure that somebody wants to get done. The challenge here is the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, it's about getting up the money. All right. So for some of you, you're going to be able to get the money that you're going to need to be able to do what it is that you want, because the Queen of Cups is here as well. So this is all about taking care of yourself, keeping it to yourself, and doing things for yourself. So some of y'all got some money coming in, and you may want to do something to beautify yourself. It could be something as simple as going to get a pedicure, a manicure, going to get a facial, going to a dermatologist, maybe going to get your hair done, your hair colored, cut, dyed. Okay. Back in the day, you used to say fried, dyed, and laid to the side. Maybe you'll go get some clothes, but this is all about beautification here with the Queen of Wands and Venus. So it's all about beautifying yourself. So fellas, you may go, do some pampering as well. You may go and get, a nice cut. Maybe you'll decide that you'll get the full treatment with your beard done or your face done. And, maybe you decide you get a pedicure and a manicure as well. Maybe you'll go get a massage. A nice full length professional massage. Some of you may go shopping, okay? Just things to beautify and enhance yourself, and things that you can indulge in. Venus deals with indulgences. So, maybe you want to splurge and get those, those particular, I don't know why I heard grills. Somebody wants some grills. Somebody wants platinum grills. Okay, if that's what you want to do, go get your grills. Hey, do your thing, okay? But this talks about your family life, love life, and social life. So this is like, don't tell your family about this money. Don't tell your partner about this money. And don't tell your friends about this money. Keep this money to yourself. Don't tell nobody you got it. Do what you want to do with it. Splurge on you. Okay? That's what I got for you with that. Now, as far as the divine timing cards that were pulled, we have overnight, we have August, and then we have timing not confirmed. So any of these scenarios or situations could have to do with overnight. Okay. Somebody finding out or getting the results overnight. Okay. Somebody realizing overnight that they're not fulfilled. Okay. And somebody maybe realizing overnight that they're gonna, get some information in 30 days, or timing could not be confirmed. So for some of you, timing is not confirmed with any of these things and when they're going to happen. So maybe you're waiting on the results and timing's not confirmed yet. Okay. So as far as the love shadow cards, we got gutless, intimidated, and overreact. So I feel like for some of you, there could be somebody who's intimidated by you. It could be in the workplace here. It could just be that, okay, you enjoy what you're doing, but at the same time, there's energy of not being fulfilled, but maybe you're not speaking up, or maybe you don't want to overreact. For some of you, the overreact here and the gutless energy could be you keeping this money to yourself and not telling your partner because you don't want them to overreact in reference to what you spent it on. You could be intimidated in that sense and you don't want to say anything. All right. So we have psychopaths. Some of you are dealing with somebody who's abusive, conniving, and predictable. So maybe that's what your partner is, or somebody you know, or a family member. This could also be somebody you work with, okay? Maybe you have a boss who's just unorganized and all over the place. And maybe that's who this is. I don't know who the psychopath energy is, but this person is very abusive, conniving, and unpredictable. Okay, we have exhausted. So some of you are just tired, burnt out. That's what I was getting with this job energy here. Somebody needs rest. Not only am I seeing the energy with the funds not being available, it's just somebody who took on more than they could with a job here. It's like people pleaser energy. It's like somebody taking on way more than what they really could afford to give out energy wise and time wise. And so now they're perplexed in a situation here where they're being challenged because they're not getting paid what they're worth. So now somebody wants to ask for money, but they're scared to do it with the gutless energy. Your boss could be the psychopath pushing you and asking you. It's like, yeah, I don't mind doing it, but your boss is basically making you do it and not giving you the money. Okay, you could be feeling intimidated by this person and you're trying not to overreact, but you're exhausted. Okay, for some of you, you could be very tired here. It could be maybe you're going to some type of sleep chamber, or you're going to do something in reference to your sleep. Okay, for some of you, I'm getting the CPAP machine or something like that. But then we have soulmates also. So some of you could be meeting someone new, or some of you could be connecting with a soulmate. Some of you might be spending your money on your lover. You're keeping it to yourself. Yeah, with the Queen of Cup energy, this could be you splurging on your lover or doing something nice with your lover or for your lover, or your lover doing something for you. So we have a lonely energy here. So you could be dealing with somebody who is lonely. Maybe it's that boss who is a psychopath, and maybe it's because they're lonely. I don't know. But it could resonate in any way, shape, or form. Take what resonates, leave the rest. There's a level of unsurety here. Somebody is not certain about what path to take or which way to go. That could be because there's still results that you're waiting for. Okay, that could be the case. Or this is somebody who's unsure of what to tell their partner about their money, or if they should tell them about this money they've come into, or if they should tell their family members about it. Okay, somebody's unsure or at a crossroads about something. Okay, we get crossroads twice here. All right, so the fork in the road and unsure. So that is a common theme here that's repeating itself. Okay. And then we have happy. So yeah, somebody doing what they want to do, making them happy, spending money or spending time with them and their soulmate. So don't tell your family what you're spending. If you and your partner want to spend some money on your partner, do not tell your family what you're spending on your partner, because they're going to overreact. They may not like your partner. That could be what it is too. Okay. And they may feel like you're doing stuff because you're lonely, doing it for this person because you're lonely, but maybe this person makes you happy. I don't know. Okay. But we have earth energy here. So this is about being logical minded and being down to earth and practical about things and not being in your head. Okay. Yeah. Detective, investigate what's going on here. Make sure you're watching, what it is. Because somebody's being watched. Okay. And then we have Libra energy. Yeah. Because somebody wants to bring justice to a situation. They may feel like something is not fair. Okay. And then we have brand spanking new that I pulled. So brand spanking new, you guys are coming into some money here, okay? So you just want to be careful who you tell. You could be in a relationship with somebody or have a family member who drains you of your energy and time, and it could be very manipulative, and this could be the psychopathic energy you could be dealing with. And so if you get any money, you may want to keep that to yourself. But for others of you, the brand spanking new card says, you know how it feels after a fresh rain. Everything is pure, clean, washed to its precious, beautiful core. You just want to stick your nose in the air and take a big whiff. That's your life right now. There is not one blemish, not one flaw. It's a perfect 10. So for some of you, there could be a court procedure and you could come into some money. That could be what you're going to find out in 30 days. So you'll be able to do things. You might be able to get something brand spanking new. Just be careful again about who you share your money situation with. And speaking of money, as far as your spending, besides your monthly bills, what are you going to be spending money on? And if you're not spending, if you got extra money coming in, where do you have it coming in from? Let's see what's going on with your money. Okay, that's 1, 2, Aries. Okay. Well, all right. So we have car repair, car note, car purchase. Some of you could be purchasing a new car. That could be what's brand spanking new. Okay. Some of you may pay off your car note. Okay. That could be the case. We have game night or game day. Some of you may be splurging on going to the game. Maybe there's a particular game you want to see, and you're gonna take you and your boo, and you're gonna go. We have boys' night and girls' night out, so there's definitely some celebration going on here. Remember, with that 3 of cups here and that Ace of Wands, somebody's definitely celebrating. All right, and then we have hair, nails, mani, pedicure, and other grooming. That's what I was saying. Somebody is treating themselves. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so that came up again. All right, let's do this deck here, and then we'll do another deck, and we'll wrap this up. Okay, so for these, what we need to look out for here, we got the number 21 card. So this says the stock denotes change of residence for the better, sooner or later, according to the distance which it lies from the person. Okay, so somebody's definitely going to be moving. I'm sorry. Look at this. This is brand new, brand spanking new, big energy. Okay. And then we have number 20. It says the lilies forecast a happy life, but family sorrow if you're surrounded by clouds. Lying above the person's signifies virtuous life, but under indicates immortality. Um, immortality. I'm sorry, immorality. So there was something immoral going on because it came out in reverse. So this could be in reference to the workplace, in reference to that psychopath that goes hand in hand here. And then the last card that came out here is the number 22. It says the book. The book presages the discovery of a mystery affecting the person for the better in a degree governed by the distance. Okay, so you got happy here. You have two or three cards here that talk about good things coming. Some of you, if it's a court decision here, brand spanking new. Okay, somebody could be watching you because they want to be all in your business. Just watch how you spend your money. I would be careful with splurging and just being all out and about with it. Okay, there's nothing wrong with buying yourself things, but people are definitely watching you to see what's going on. You got haters around for whatever reason. They don't have no life, so they got to watch yours. And you got to be careful because we in times now where people will set you up to get, to get you taken down because you got more money than they do. All right, it's just the reality of it, and it's terrible. It happens all day, every day. All right, let's see what's going on with love here. All right, so if this is the psychopath coming back towards you here, they're going to tell you they regret the way they treated you, but I don't know if you would want to believe that or not. It's up to you. But if I were you, I would play hard to get. But this person is going to do whatever they got to do to get you back. Or they're going to come sniffing around tax season because they're going to do whatever they can to get money from you. Also, put away the computer. Some of you, it's going to be a good idea for you to just take some time away from the computer. Okay, there's plenty of things you can do away from the computer. For example, I paint. You can go online on Amazon and get paint by number and just, do something like that. You can do anything. Find creative things to do. If you have family members that you can play board games with, get some board games, play board games. All right. And on that, there's that. All right. So there's that was a, what do you want to call it? A sign. Okay. So for some of you, board games would be a good thing to do. Murder mysteries, board games, just doing things other than being on a computer, connecting with your friends and family, hanging out. Maybe when you guys eat, everybody put their phone away and just be engaged in what's going on. All right. So let's give you a self-care card and we'll wrap up your reading. This don't even belong in that deck. Okay. So let's get Taurus a self-care card. All right, so the card that flew out is the Elevate card. So it's time for you to elevate, Mr. and Mrs. Taurus. Self-worth. Elevate your self-worth. So this is all about speaking up, not letting someone push you around and take advantage of you. You get what you believe you deserve. It's time to raise your standards. Exactly. So people pleaser energy, you got to get rid of that. Okay. For some of you, I'm just getting that with the Saturn energy in reverse here. And the generous energy, it's like, as long as you let this person run all over you, like you're unfulfilled, because this person with this animal anteater energy, they're just they're gonna run all over you. They're gonna take advantage of you, especially if this is a boss or a lover here that's trying to take your money. Is another thing I'm getting here. Opportunity, greedy, crafty. So for some of you, you may have a lover around who's trying to take advantage of you, who's a psychopath and or a boss. Also, this person could be exhausted because they've been trying to get you and they can't. That's another thing I'm getting to. But they damn sure watching you, trying to see what they could see so they could play games and try to get what they could get from you. Be careful, okay, Taurus? I don't know who this is, or this could be an ex that maybe you left behind. Some of you, like I said, you're going through divorce or separation, or you're in court, and you're gonna get some money. Okay, so whatever reason, I don't know if this person knows it or not, but I don't know. They just watching your ass because they know you coming into some money. Okay, so be careful. I wish you the best, Taurus. I'll check you in the next reading later.